here we are. Welcome back to Just Cause Plays Wario Land, the finale. Or hopefully, I hope it's the finale. I don't know. Maybe I might get tripped up more by these levels as time goes on. But oh shit! I am not doing as well at this game as I used to. Not used to. I wasn't very good at this. I've said that before, and I'll say it again. Yes, I was not very good at this game, but But actually, one of the funny things about Wario Land 2 was that since the bosses were really like technical and they were very different, and you actually really needed to, really needed to think about how to beat them. I actually became kind of popular, or at least more of my game system was popular back during our summer time because I brought over Wario Land 2, and at that point, not a whole lot of people knew that game existed. So it was actually like a new experience for a lot of the gamers there because they're like, whoa, I didn't know that there was a second one. And I was telling them all like, yes, you're actually immortal in this, and you actually need to, you know. So what ended up happening was, like, you know, I was playing, people were kind of watching, whatever. It wasn't as, like, again, that game wasn't as known, so by the time, like, it got to that, so by the time you were playing that, I was playing that game, you know, Pokemon had just been released, so everybody was playing that anyway. But, so what was cool is that, like, I got to the last boss in the storyline, and she was really tough because we didn't get how to beat her at first, and then once we figured it out, we were like, "That's what you do? Oh my god, this is like impossible!" And so like literally, we started having to take turns trying to beat Syrup because her last form was just so tough because she's in this like little pod thing that like the first form is pretty simple, like she throws out like these spear guys at you, but you can easily just like you're just supposed to pick them up and then just throw them at her. But then after that, she launches these bombs at you, and there's all these like fire columns out underneath you, and if they touch you, because they kind of just like they kind of gradually like kind of do like a wave towards you, and so like when they do that wave, they go all the way to the to you, and if you get hit by it, then you get launched up and you get thrown to the rafters, and you got to do the whole fight over again, which is kind of what the bosses did. Kind of what all the bosses did actually, but yeah. So we didn't know how to beat her second form because she didn't throw out any of those like the spear guys anymore. She threw out bombs, and then we realized you have to throw the bombs on the fire column so that way they go up and touch her. Like it was like impossible for us. We couldn't comprehend that was what you needed to do. So like after somebody accidentally like was just kind of trying like wait, okay, try throwing it at there. Like there was like 5 guys around me. And I think Tao was one of them too, and we were just all trying to figure out how to beat this boss because we just got so into it until finally we were able to do it, and lo and behold, when we succeeded, it was like the greatest like oh my god moment. Like nobody could have comprehended that was how you beat it. And then I realized after that was over that there were like tons of alternate pathways that you could take, which was awesome. Like that game that I just had that was already great just got even better. So that was how I spent my summer of, I think, every grade. And then eventually And then eventually, once you 100% it, and you even get the final treasure, which is in this freaking insanely difficult place where, like, that was the first time I ever used a dragon in that area. But once you even got the final treasure in this like insanely difficult area, you were rewarded, and then even after that, you kind of you'd replay the game. You could only replay it for so long before eventually you wanted to start over. And then I did that, and I started doing that with all my games, just starting over, trying it again, trying to beat the game faster. Yep, those were how I spent pretty much all of my free time everywhere. I was never a lonely kid, though, because I always had because even though I've spent most of my time playing the Game Boy, it was kind of, I don't know, it was really fun. I mean, I mean, like, the friends that I made in school, though, they weren't, like, they weren't anybody. I mean, well, then again, it was elementary school. It's not like it's not like you stay in contact with very many elementary school friends. But oh god, that makes me nervous. I'm guessing that that's acid there, and this is like a subtle reference to Donkey Kong Country 2 with the acid stair climb. And I still stand by that, though. Even though when I said it, I was totally wasted, I do still stand by that. I almost said Wario 1 and 2. That Donkey Kong Country 2 was my favorite platformer because it was just extraordinary on so many levels. And yeah, if you didn't like Donkey Kong Country 2, then you didn't like positive things. You didn't like platformers. You just hated things. You always hated nouns. And Captain Syrup, like the smart person that she is, keeps, self-destruct devices in her castle. In case, you ever need to get out of there. I mean, if you had an evil lair, wouldn't you keep a self-destruct switch whenever you needed to get out of there immediately? I think you would too. What I couldn't figure out, though, is why was that castle always doing weirdo things like that? Like, it was, I guess, like... Yeah, like, that weirdo castle is, like, swaying in there. I don't know what's going on there. Much less, why does it keep swaying? Oh, I think the treasure's right there in that exclamation, in that box, but I ain't gonna get it, because I don't want to. I'm lazy and I'm bored. Oh, shit. Fuck you, God! Take that. Wario's got the best crouch walk. I like that. They actually included those in just so that way you remembered that those exist. And especially what they do. Oh wait, no, yeah, the treasure's up there. Yeah, and you need to have Bull Wario or Dragon Wario there so you can destroy those walls, but I don't want to because I hate things. And are these anvils? But the reason why I like Donkey Kong Country 2 as my favorite platformer was just because I think a lot of it had to do with the music. Because the music was just kick-ass. And in fact, I remember back at that old daycare, like, we did actually have, like, Donkey Kong Country 2 We had the first game too, but that one broke on us and it wouldn't save, so we couldn't get very far in that. Or wait, did it? I can't remember now. But because there were so many gamers of us who wanted to play that, oh, actually, wait. Before I get into that, here we are in the final battle, in the final stage, with what I really like is the only unique song to this area. Like, it's the only stage that actually has this music. So, isn't this intense? Are we in the castle? We're up in the clouds. This is where Jet Wario comes in handy, because you can just do that. But, yeah, so in that daycare of ours, we did have Donkey Kong Country 2, and so we spent, like, because there were a lot of there was only several gamers of us. We actually had to plan it out so that way we each could play certain pieces of that game, and only we actually banded together. It was probably like one of the more beautiful moments of alliance that I've ever seen. But what we ended up doing was you almost had to pass like a train because what we ended up doing is because we knew other kids would want to play on the file too. So in order for you to actually be able to play on that file, you needed to almost pass an audition process where we had to have watched you play one of the other files, so that way we knew that you could actually help us progress in the game. Unfortunately, I wasn't in that group, but I loved to watch. Because it was just awesome, It was just something that we did. We just had to, And if we ever wanted to beat King K. Rool, yeah, we were gonna need the band together. Playing only 10 minutes at a time, you could be stuck on an entire stage for your entire turn and not get anywhere and make any progress. So we had to make sure that we planned it out. So yeah, here's the genie. This is the last boss. So, the real object of this game... So this boss is actually kind of simple compared to the other bosses in this game. So, what you have to do... the only reason why it takes a while is because he has, those little guys. But if you have Jet Wario, you can just jump up and body slam him in the face. But the object is, if you don't, you have to use the lamp and you have to keep hitting it or doing whatever, so that way... Oh, fuck! So it lands upright and then a cloud will come and then you ride that up so you can jump down his head a couple times. So, that's what you're gonna see me be doing now for the rest of this level. But, yeah, the only reason why he's kind of hard is just because his his hit count is just so high. But other than that, yeah, he's not, this is all he'll do. Yep, there we go. Beat the game! Yeah, the last boss is really super simple. Mine. Syrup's like, you freaking stupid bastard! I'm gonna blow this place up along with you inside it! And there it is, the Princess Peach statue, made of entirely solid gold. Wario's like, yeah, I struck it rich! So, Wario, thank you so much for finding this. I'll just take this back and return it to the rightful place. I got it from here. I swear to God, I'll get a plane so I can destroy you! Well, fuck this. I love how that's his just kind of well, what do I do now? And he's like, wait, I have a magic lamp here. Yeah, this is the only bit of story that we'll get in this entire game, which I think is hilarious. You are the master, and I will grant you one wish. A castle! What else could I want? Well, then you'll have to pay me. It's just like, wait, you said you'd grant me one wish. Ugh, you stupid cheapskate of a genie. So, now for the next bit of bad news for anybody who was a little sad for anybody who didn't know, but yeah, we gotta watch this. But here's Wario just pretty much collecting all of his coins, and he cashes in the various treasures that you get. I actually don't know what I will get this time, because I don't know if I have enough to get the castle. But, we'll find out, won't we? Oh yeah, that lamp is worth a shitload. But while this is going on, I guess I'll just kind of wrap up that story of mine. So literally we had to like time it so that way each of us would raise our hands at a certain time, so that way we can each get in a row, and we could have at least like an hour's worth of playtime, and we'd give it. And then some of us, like including me, who would love to watch the games and knew the intensity of how it was, we would claim turns just so we can give them to the players who are already playing, so that way they get another 10 minutes, so they can get further. And it was great. The teachers didn't care. They were like, "Oh, well, if that's what you want to do, then go ahead." So that's what we would do. And we would do that for whenever we get to like the harder levels after a certain while. And oh god, the day that file of ours got deleted, it was heartbreaking. I think literally some of those gamers, I don't even know how the files got deleted. I think maybe like either we were just careless one day, or the games just got old, but they vanished eventually. So we were pissed. We were really pissed when it happened. I think one of them just actually went, "No!" when it actually happened. I look back on it now and it's hilarious, but at the time, yeah, it was heartbreaking. It was truly heartbreaking. That's what video games can do to you. So never forget that. Oh shit. Damn, I only got 3. Oof. I don't even remember what I get. But, like, let's see, you have enough. Let's see what this gold can buy you. Am I feeling generous or a cheapskate? Now go over there and see if you have your castle. I'm such a generous genie. Oh, I got the Civil War fort. Well, not a castle, but it's a fort. I remember that, like, I think it was, like, I guess it's like the 4th one, you get a pagoda, and that was the one that Tadao really liked. He always wanted the Japanese or the Asian looking ones, so that was his thing. So he wanted specifically just to get the pagoda. But if you get, I think if you get like 5 bags, then you get your castle, and that's the one that's like the ultimate prize. But actually, there's even an S rank though, which is the S rank is a planet. Yeah, you get a planet at the end if you get 6 things, but you need to have a lot of coins and you need to have all the treasures, because if you don't, there's no way you can get it. But yeah, you get a certain amount, you get over a certain amount of coins, and yeah, you'll get a planet as the reward. It was pretty funny. So then, you know, there was an inevitable rumor that was circulating our school that if you got even more coins, if you had 9999999 before you entered Syrup's castle, then you'd get the universe, which was a lie, because that did not actually exist. kind of like how you get the mute by pushing the truck near the SSN. But whoever thought that was real? But yeah, this was super fun. It was nice going back to this game. Maybe on my off time I'll complete it and actually get all the secret levels and secret treasure chests. There actually was less secret levels than I thought in this game. But, I remember if you only get one bag, I think like the prize is a birdhouse. That Wario emblem doesn't stay on it, and it's kind of sad because Wario will just pace back and forth, and instead of giving you a thumbs up, he'll just kind of look down like, oh man, this sucks. It's just like, oh, this sucks. The game just sort of like rubs in your face how terrible of a player you are. But yeah. Everyone in my school, I think, beat this game. This one was fun. This one was a lot of fun, and we like playing as a different type of character instead of a happy-go-lucky, a greedy SOB. I guess you could call him. So yeah, but that was Wario Land, everyone. I hope you guys had fun watching this. As much as I did, and I do apologize because my rambling sometimes can get the better of me, and I think that's one of the reasons why I'm still getting used to playing the game alongside trying to remember stories back from my old days. But yeah. But you know what? I still have old gaming stories. I still have tons of them. All these old ones that I used to do and used to, I think, in a way, I guess, there's a couple others that I would actually like, that I wouldn't mind indulging and sharing, but maybe for another time, because they're not related to Game Boy games, because I'm starting to run out of stories for those. But yeah, visiting these Game Boy games again actually is really nice, actually. It's given me a chance to revisit my childhood and remember just how Nintendo pretty much took over my life and never stopped. Yeah. Is there any way to get out of this? Oh, I guess not. Okay. Well, anyways, I will see you guys. Oh, wait. Please retry. Oh, it's like just telling you. Yeah, you didn't get the best ending here. There's something else you could do. Are you gonna let me retry? I guess not. Alright, well, I will see you guys next time. We will probably be taking care of the next... we won't take care of Wario Land 2, but we might take care of Wario Land 3. I'll see how that goes. But, yeah. So, and thank you guys for joining me. And, yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Alright, bye.